Devon Larratt is one name that commands respect in the world of arm wrestling to this day. A multiple-time champion, a fierce competitor, and a true appreciator of the game, Devon has dominated the sport for years. From crushing legends like John Brzenk to battling giants like Levan Saginashvili, he has conquered some of the strongest men on the planet. But Devon is more than just an athlete. He's a strategist, a man of great patience, and more importantly, an inspiration to millions. Today, we'll be deep diving into his journey from his early days to his rise as one of the greatest arm wrestlers of all time. Born on April 24, 1975 in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. Devon was always destined for greatness. The passion for arm wrestling was lit in his heart during his teenage years. Back then, his biggest opponent was his grandmother, who boldly claimed to be the best arm wrestler in Alberta. That early spark of competition set Devon on a path to becoming a legend.
Of arm wrestling with my grandmother, as hard as I could when I was a 4-year-old little boy. You know, just that ability just to let loose. It's therapeutic, and everybody needs that release in their life. I found it in arm wrestling.
However, he didn't start fighting professional matches until a lot later because of circumstances. At 21, Larratt joined the Canadian Armed Forces, serving for 16 years with the Elite Joint Task Force 2, JTF-2, including 7 deployments to Afghanistan. Devon's time in the military helped influence his arm wrestling journey. Between intense deployments, the young athlete found an outlet in arm wrestling, honing his craft through relentless battles with fellow soldiers. He decided to share his talents with the rest of the world in 1999. That year, Larratt absolutely killed it at the Ontario Provincial Championships in both left and right-handed categories. He then went on to compete in the Canadian Nationals in the 100-kilogram competition, competing left-handed and right-handed, and yet again, he won both. After such immense success, Devon decided to prove his skill on the international stage, competing at the WAF Worlds event in Japan. Here, he defeated Christer Janssen. But when it came time to lock arms with world champion John Brzenk, Devon lost. Still, he placed third in the 100-kilogram competition for both left-handed and right-handed athletes, an early achievement in his career. Then came 2006, a pivotal moment in his career. Devon squared off against the highly skilled Ron Bath, a powerhouse ranked among the top 3 heavyweights in North America. It was a grueling contest, one that tested Devon both physically and mentally. What made it even more remarkable was that Devon was still recovering from injuries sustained while serving in Afghanistan, where he had taken shrapnel to his hands. Despite the odds, he delivered an incredible performance, cementing his place among the sport's elite. But the defining moment of his early career came in 2008. Devon faced John Brzenk once again, and this time, the outcome was different. With an unbelievable 6-0 victory, he dethroned the greatest arm wrestler of all time, earning the title of the world's top right-handed puller. From that moment on, Larratt wasn't just a rising star, he was a force to be reckoned with.
Shaking with intensity, Brzenk. Even in this much trouble, he's still warring to the pad, but Devon Larratt is taking over and John Brzenk is in trouble. You can see the forearm inflated.
Between 2009 and 2011, Devon went on an unstoppable winning streak, defeating legends like Travis Bagant, Tim Bresnan, and Richard Lupkus. His dominance of both arms set him apart from most of his peers, who typically excelled with only one hand. By 2011, he had successfully defended his right-handed title against Don Underwood, but ultimately fell to Travis Bagant, marking a turning point in his career. But Devon wasn't one to back down. Rather than focusing solely on his stronger arm, he made it his mission to master both hands, a challenge few in the sport had ever taken on. In 2012 and 2013, he continued pushing the limits, proving why he was known around the world as No Limits. When it comes to the world's champion technique, things get interesting. See, when Devon first started, his style was all about bending his wrist and driving his shoulder forward, a move that became legendary as turn and burn. However, that didn't make him a one-trick pony. He could top roll as well. But when it came to crucial moments in the heat of a match, Turn and burn seemed to be Devon's first choice, and you can see that multiple times during his fights over the years. Back in 2008, when he faced John Brzenk, Devon opened up with a sharp top roll, nearly flash-pinning John. But when Brzenk fought back and forced him into a hook, Devon immediately switched back to his comfort zone in round 2, applying shoulder pressure, locking his wrist and grinding through the match. This strategy led him to a dominant 6-0 victory, cementing his place as the top arm wrestler in the world at the time.
We see Devon attempt this top roll again, but this time around, John attempts to force Devon into a hook and is successful in doing so. Immediately after this, we see Devon return to his default strongest position at the time.
Honestly, you can blame Devon for relying on his hook. His Hook Training 2 video proves just how insanely powerful those wrists are. Larratt was able to lift nearly 180 pounds from a defensive hook position, impressing fans and fellow competitors worldwide. However, despite his proven winning strategy, Devon continued to hone his top rolling technique on the side. Fans saw glimpses of it working well at Arm Wars. Unfortunately, when Devon faced Travis Bagant, his outside technique wasn't quite there yet. Devon tried top rolling early on, but Travis's hand strength was simply too much. That's when Devon decided to switch back to his hook, a smart decision, because as soon as he did, the match turned in his favor. He managed to trap Travis where he couldn't escape, securing the win. However, all those years of relying on his wrist meant Devon's elbows took a beating, and he might have tried to ignore it for years. But in 2012, during his face-off against Tim Breznan in a highly anticipated rematch, Larratt simply couldn't. The year before, Devon had dominated Tim at Arm Wars, but this time, things were different. The lethal elbow lock and bicep strength that once made Devon unbeatable were no longer holding up. Tim powered through Devon's defenses as if they were nothing. However, in the end, Larratt emerged victorious. But the fact that he had to struggle to such great lengths against an opponent he had humbled only a year ago was a wake-up call.
Devon was in big trouble in this match. Although he did manage to barely win over a long grueling war, to this day it is very controversial because of the reffing, and some people maintain that Tim was the true winner.
He knew something had to change, and so he underwent multiple surgeries to remove scar tissue and reduce inflammation in his elbow. While the procedure improved mobility, it also took away much of the stability and raw side pressure that were crucial to his game. Yet despite the hurdles, Devon did not give up on the game. He joined the competition again back in 2015 by participating in the World Arm Wrestling League. In January of that year, Larratt wiped the floor with Marcio Barbosa, winning himself the left-handed title and proving to everyone that the king had not faltered because of an injury.
Marcio Barbosa will already have moved on mentally and be focused 100% now on his remaining arrow, the right arm.
Oh, yeah! It's never been this easy! Yeah!
However, Devon did end up losing his right-handed title during the same event. Still, everyone far and wide knew he was a formidable opponent, one who could not be taken lightly even after life-changing surgery. As of early 2025, Devon is still a dominant force in the arm wrestling world, continuing to compete at the highest levels, including prestigious events like King of the Table, KOTT. He isn't anywhere close to retirement. As a fierce competitor, Larratt consistently tests himself against the best, proving why he's one of the most respected names in arm wrestling history. Beyond the table, Larratt has built a powerful presence in the digital space. With over 1.1 million subscribers on YouTube, he shares exclusive training tips, personal insights, and lifestyle content, motivating and educating aspiring arm wrestlers worldwide. And that's not all. Larratt is equally committed to his role as a family man. He balances the demands of competition with life alongside his wife, Jody, and their 3 children, a testament to his discipline and unwavering determination. At the end of the day, Larratt's influence extends far beyond competition. His story, from his time in Special Forces to becoming an arm wrestling legend, is a testament to resilience, passion, and an unbreakable will. More than just a champion, he's a trailblazer who has helped bring arm wrestling into the mainstream, inspiring a new generation of athletes and solidifying his legacy as one of the sport's greatest icons. That's a wrap for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you guys enjoyed it. Until next time.